Welcome to Highway 50, America's loneliest road. So we're right here on the Nevada-Utah border. This highway actually goes all the way from Maryland all the way to California. But the section that goes through central Nevada is known as one of the loneliest roads in all of America. So we're gonna attempt to drive from the east side of the state all the way to the west, and we're gonna stop at everything that's notable to stop at and just explore what makes this America's loneliest road. We're here with Juju. What's up? And my cousin Roman. They say that it's pretty scary out here. It can get sketchy sometimes. Spotty cell phone service, just barren desert. It's super cold right now, so let's just hope, the truck doesn't get a flat tire or something, and then we can make it through safe. I'm interested to see like the pit stops and the businesses, how they stay in business, or how many people are actually out here, because 36 people in these little towns. Coming from Vegas, that's hard to believe. Couldn't imagine. Ever seen the movie Hills Have Eyes?
Nah. Yes.
Suppose it took place out here. Nah.
Sin City.
So you can already see how bare everything around this highway is. That's the little town of Baker right there. That population there in 2020 was supposedly only 36 people. So we're gonna stop there, check it out. And this is actually the Great Basin National Park right here that's got famous spots like the Lehman Cave, Mount Wheeler, which is over 13,000 feet high.
So we're in Baker. Population went up a little bit. There's about 70. And we were hoping to interview somebody, but we haven't seen a human. So we're looking around. All these stores are closed. They say they open at 2 p.m. and they close at 6 p.m. So if you come to Baker and you're not within that time period, it's game over.
So as we go through a lot of these real rural areas of Nevada, it's important to remember, some of the history. There's been Native Americans that have used this land for thousands and thousands of years before any settler ever even stepped foot out here and explored at all. Areas like this, the Great Basin National Park, and just all of these surrounding mountains were heavily used by a lot of the Native Americans of the time. And you can find evidence of that today through arrowheads, like old structures and stuff, petroglyphs, stuff that they left behind. A lot of the settlers that were coming through here during the Gold Rush era in the Wild West, it was tough times. But what's super cool is in the Great Basin National Park right behind us, someone found a gun a couple years back that an old settler had left. An old lever action, and you're able to see it in the visitor center down there. So a lot of cool history. We're here at a little pond right here, right outside of Baker.
Throughout this trip, every time we see a sign of a fishing hole, of a historic site or whatever, we're gonna stop and just kind of vlog the whole way down. I see a couple fish in there. Guys are gonna grab the poles real quick and see what these guys can do. Nice. Fish. Hopefully he didn't swallow it, because we're not keeping any fish right now. We're releasing.
Looks like he swallowed it.
I got it.
There it is. Let's release them. Oh, nice. You got one too? Aiden just pulled one. Wow, they're all over the place here. Everybody caught one. We're good.
Yep.
Off to the next.
Yeah.
There they are. Charcoal ovens.
Well, we finally made it to the big charcoal ovens. These things have been here for a very long time. Back in the day, they used to need charcoal to run trains, to make heat for people. So these were very important for their time. So these things have been here for over 100 years. And they honestly made them pretty good. Look at this. Man, that's a smooth cut, isn't it? Look at that.
Crazy to think that they stacked it like it's kind of at an angle though.
Yeah, so they would fill this whole thing. You can still kind of see the burn marks right there. And what if I told you that these things were built in the 1870s and you're standing in it right now? Pretty interesting stuff. I think it's cool.
Dang, Juju's ready.
There ain't even water. There ain't even water for...
there's gonna be a fish.
You thought there was water back here? What? The lake's pretty close. It's right around here.
Let's get it. Couple miles that way. All right, it's time to hit the road.
So we're about 6 miles outside of Ely, and over here to our left we have Cummins Lake. Oh man, that's a beautiful one. Look at those colors.
Here at Cummins, they're beautiful. This one's not big by any means for this lake, but he's chunky.
These bags have real gold in them. Let me show you. They come in a little kit like this. Automatically you see snuffer tweezers, a bag of pay dirt, which also has a little gold vial inside, and an 8-inch pan. There's a little vial I was telling you about. These kits come with a minimum of 8 ounces of pay dirt to sort through. Don't fill it up too much. You'll have about 3 refills. Give it a little shake and just start panning like the pros. Out of our first little pan, we got some gold. Suck it up with the snuffer tweezers. Place it into your vial. Get this kit at www.goldendirtbags.com. I'm rich! So we're on the 50 West, and it goes through Ely. This is the last little bit of civilization we're gonna see for a while.
So right now we're pulling up into the town of Ely, Nevada. A lot of old history here. It was actually supposed to be Vegas before Vegas was Vegas, if that makes sense. But they got the old Ely Cemetery, some really old headstones in there. We've got a lot of cool little shops. We've got a big old casino that at one point was the tallest building in all of Nevada. We walked in there. This town's economy is driven by miners, gambling, and hunting. There's a little bit of tourism, but it could be better, I guess. If you guys come out to the good old town of Ely, Nevada, make sure to let us know in the comments down below. Someone was telling me that the 4th story's haunted.
So throughout this casino, you're gonna find a bunch of old pictures and history all over the place. This place is loaded. We're on the 6th floor. Pretty nice view. We've been here when it snowed before and everything was white. And we had double restrooms, the 2 full-size bunk beds, so we all slept comfortable. We were gonna stay here a couple days and then we were gonna move on to the next city.
You can see the lights out here in Ely. It's a gorgeous city. It's not very big, but man, is it beautiful.
Man, it is cold out here.
It's cold,
dang. Got a hoodie on, the shirt, and I'm still feeling a little, you know?
It's like that bitter cold, huh?
Yeah.
It's
like
cold, but it looks nice out
like-
here. All the lights are nice
like-
neon.
It's like bitter, like numb your bones cold. It's pretty cold.
Food was good, wasn't that, Rax?
Man, they got good food there.
Not bad, can't complain. They got some paintings of the charcoal ovens. They kind of got the painting of them like building it and everything. Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
a black cat just ran across. Oh man,
Loneliest
It's
road in
over.
America, and Black Cat just went
it's
across.
over. You guys good back there?
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Yeah,
Got honey bun for breakfast.
got some nuts.
Oh man, that's
Got some
uncalled for.
This road right here, now we're on a 5-hour drive of not much but desert and small towns. So our state is, it's over 80%, pushing 90% public land. A lot of it's just really open, vast desert land that, you know, people don't live on or nothing, and it's all public use. And that's one thing that makes it, you know, quote unquote, the loneliest road in America. You're gonna go miles upon miles with not seeing anybody, but maybe just, maybe a few people.
A lot of you guys are never going to come down this road. You're all over the world. We just want to show how beautiful our state is and how isolated it is. There's only 2 major cities. You got Vegas, obviously, with almost 3 million people by now. Reno's comes in at number 2. You know, there's other towns that have maybe 100, 200,000, but there's not much. This entire state has maybe 2 major cities, a bunch of little small towns. Very cool to go visit those spots. They should have named it the most boring road. We're gonna go check something out. Illapau Reservoir. Let's do it. 1.5 miles on a dirt road.
Yep, Illapau's somewhere I've been wanting to check out for a long time.
A lot of people don't realize how fun it is out here. Some people are into golfing and other sports like that. Well, consider this a golf course. You know how guys will go and they'll pay money to go to these fancy golf courses? Well, these are like our golf courses. We come out here, we try different lakes, and you try to catch a fish or two. You try to beat that lake.
He got one.
Juju.
Oh, but
Oh, you had one. Where's the rockfish that you snagged on?
The rockfish. I actually saw him. It was a pretty nice trout. Weird. Every time I've been working the lure a little slower, they've been biting.
oh, damn.
Oh, got him. Got him on film.
Fish on, fish on.
Fish on. Oh, there he is. I got him on film though. We saw him.
Got it.
We
He saw
him.
that.
That's
See,
a
I was in
catch.
line.
That's a catch.
What are the odds right when you pull up?
Is that a catch or not? Put it down in the comments.
It's a catch.
It's like a monster.
Look at this beautiful rainbow trout. Rigging up to catch some fish.
And the release.
Yep.
Roman with the hookup. There he goes. Back on the road. Some nice looking hills. Fish Creek. Duckwater.
Oh, I wonder if Duckwater's got some ducks.
I wonder if Fish Creek has fish. Probably not.
They didn't want to have to think about their hunting and fishing spots. Oh, let's go to Duckwater and Fish Creek.
Like Iceland and Greenland. All right. Eureka, we see you. Nice little town, looks pretty clean.
The friendliest town on the loneliest road in America. Yeah, that's an old building right there. Must be one of the original settlers.
The courthouse, don't want to end up there. Look at this little store.
Budweiser store.
This guy looks pretty lonely right there.
It's an old store. Opera House.
So we parked real quick to check out the history.
Yeah, so it said on Google that there's only 411 people that live here. So it looks like this city must have been a lot bigger back in the day. And this area was first settled in 1864. And someone had found silver lead ore. So they say the founders screamed, Eureka! Sure enough, the town ended up being called Eureka, Nevada. This was the very first important silver producer for our entire country. It's a cool fact, right?
And instead of looking for ore and silver, now they just charge you for gas. $4.49. No joke left? No, nothing? So that's a bummer. It is closed.
I honestly didn't even know that Eureka was this poppin'. I guess these guys are rubbing off on me, poppin'. I didn't know that Eureka was, like, the city of Eureka had this much history. We'll have to come by sometime.
It says there's a petroglyph site here. Let's go check it out.
Petroglyphs are left, parking, picnic tables, and camping to the right. We're at the Henderson Petroglyphs Recreation Area, Interpretive. Trail. We're right here.
Yeah, so
we'll go to the right, and then there maybe. There's one right up here, straight ahead too. Yeah.
Seen one, seen them all. Let's go. There it is.
Oh, there's some of them. What are those? Those kind of look like they tried to do some. Some kids. Aaron. Whoever that is.
Lucky you ain't here. I pulled my belt off right now.
They're in there though, like in the
right
little
here too, look.
smooth spot. These are kind of eroded, like you can't really tell what they were. It almost looks like a horseshoe or something.
When you think you're not being watched, you are.
Oh yeah.
There's trail cameras all around here. Those are satellite feeds, so.
Yep, so the game warden and the state know we're here. Yeah, whoever Aaron was that's carving over these petroglyphs, they're watching you to make sure you're not going to vandalize anymore. If you guys come out and enjoy petroglyphs like we're looking at right now, please do not be scratching over them. This was a pretty cool little stop here. Now we're going to go right back on the road. It's been long, it's been barren. We're not going to film everything on the entire highway because there's just massive stretches of absolutely nothing. I guess the road's living up to its name, its reputation. What are you thinking so far about the road?
I don't know, it doesn't seem that lonely so far. Seems like there's a lot of stuff to do.
He's used to the outdoors. He's an outdoorsy kind of guy.
Well, I guess if you're just driving through though, the roads are pretty plain. It's just straight driving. It's all these turnoffs that you gotta go a little bit off the road.
What do you think, Roman?
I don't know, I've been asleep 99% of the time.
So there's nothing. What do you think?
It's boring. If you're gonna travel it to get from eastern Nevada to western and you're just in a hurry, very boring. But if you're actually gonna stop and hit up all the spots, it's nice.
So how does it feel that right here where you're standing, possibly thousands of years ago, there was a Native American tribe that was living in here?
Wonder what they ate.
Wonder what they ate?
Probably ate berries and what do you think they ate?
Elk, deer, fish. Everything that's out here. Right when we left the petroglyph spot, you could see just nothing but bare desert.
Well, we've been parked here for 10 minutes and don't know what's going on.
We're right down the road from Austin, and I guess they're doing road work, so we've been sitting here for a while. Hopefully we don't sit here for an hour.
The weird thing is I see the other guy right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll wait it out. See what happens.
Good to go?
That's our guy. All right, Austin is 6575 elevation. It doesn't look as clean, to be honest, as all the other little towns we went into. Looks a little bit older. Got some RV spots. Got some new construction going on. Here's the cafe right here. Man, that thing looks like it got put together by scraps. So we stopped in a little town of Austin. There's no real restaurants in this town. They did tell us about a castle. It's called the Stokes Castle. Guy came in the late 1800s and built it. We're gonna go check it out. Let's go take a closer look. So we ended up on a really shady road. There's a historical marker up here. It's called Stokes Castle. And I guess the guy built it in the late 1800s as a status marker. He was a rich guy. And he only lived in it for 2 years before he closed down the mine, and he left the castle. He sold it. So now it's a historical marker. There it is. Wow.
Your destination is on the right.
What's your first thought?
Pretty amazing for the 1800s. It kind of looks like the ovens. Remember how we said the rocks were shaped and like cut perfect? Look at, it's like the same guys.
They've got it all barbed wire. It's probably not safe.
He was using steel. Look at that.
Yeah. Maybe balconies that you could walk out.
Balconies, look at the doors. There's doors right there. He walked out.
Oh yeah, so he had balconies then that you could walk out and get a good view. That must have been Mr. Stokes' little mine right there. He picked a good area. He had a killer view out here that you could see for miles upon miles. This whole entire ride is just full of history, full of adventure, I guess you could say, and full of things to look at like this. I mean, I would have never guessed that I'd find a castle out here in the middle of Nevada.
Only in Austin. Look at this. Got horses on the freeway. There's a historic marker. Oh man. We turned around. Julian's all, what's this? We're turning around for a pile of rocks. But they're in a formation. It used to be a home.
This was part of the New Pass Station. So this was a big fort right here that they had built for people traveling to deliver mail and do whatever they're gonna do. They'd stop here. What do you think about that?
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it was built in 1861 also, so imagine that.
The walls look pretty dang thick too. I don't know. Compared to all the other structures, this one's a lot different. It's surprising because look at this. If you see the rocks, it's like, what is that, about 3 feet wide?
Man, it's all grown over in there.
Then compared to some of the other places, they put it in a horrible spot. It's in a ditch right here. You can't see nothing. The flood runs through. It's definitely making a pool right here.
Simpler times, that's for sure. Huh? You think you could have lived back then?
It's hard to say nowadays. It's hard to say because back then they didn't know any better. Nowadays, there's a lot of things. I mean, if back then you don't know any better, you're taking a dump on the side of a bush, and that's the norm. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a lot tougher, huh?
Yeah.
What about you? Think you could have?
No problem.
He says that now.
Uh-oh.
We take him camping. He can't even go 2 days without his comb.
I can't. I don't even comb my hair. This guy. That's how you know he's making up lies.
It says to watch for falling rocks, and I can see why. What is this place? That's weird.
Juju looks scared right now. Looks like you can walk through right here. Let's go check it out. This isn't made for big people. Oh, wow. People been throwing shoes here for a long time. Try to rope them to the tree. Jeez. Someone got their shoes all the way to the top. Look at that.
Those things look like they're from 1430.
And there's shoes everywhere here.
Crocs right there. Zoom in right there. Look at the croc.
Where's the crop? Right there. Hey, those Crocs look new.
Try them on.
You want a free shoe?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, that was a good throw. He got them all the way up there. Oh no! Oh.
Come on. Harder than it looks.
No way. Oh well. It was a good throw. They just wouldn't open up.
We got another turn off here. This is the Middlegate Station. It says saloon, mini mart, and gas, and everything. It says it's a historic site. That's pretty cool. Look at that old car right there.
Oh yeah.
So they're saying this was a Pony Express?
So my guess is this was a stopping spot for the Pony Express. If you're traveling out west on something like this, being drugged by horses or mules or whatever you're using, you'd have to stop every once in a while to get, you know, food, water, supplies, different things like that. So people would open up places like this.
So they're crossing these mountainous regions and these. That's insane.
Metal tires.
Look at that one.
Now it's fancy.
The guy just left because he wasn't sure if this is doing gas, but it looks like it pumps
Yeah,
gas.
it does gas. 569 gallon.
Did you see that sign of it was a license for prostitution?
Yeah, from 1902. It's crazy.
We got some foreign fighters out here. Fighter pilots. Let's go. Juju, is that a volcano or not?
Yeah, it's a volcano.
What's this? Sun Mountain. 82 miles to the west, a dune important off-highway vehicles. All I know is there's a big mountain over there with sand.
So this is the sand mountains people can go and ride your off-roading vehicles on. And
Well, hey, what?
why would they put that right there?
Whoever's in charge of this road, you put a speed bump in a 65-mile-an-hour spot, you're fired.
It said speed limit 25, but that was like a big.
Well, then what are you doing?
No, slower than
Another speed bump. Wow.
Everyone
that's-
scraped on them. These sand dunes are here because of the old beaches of Lake Lahontan. When it dried, all the sand beaches of it, the wind blew it all into this corner, so now you've got massive sand dunes.
Little kid's jamming right there. So we never knew this was out here. It looks like a pretty cool area. A lot of people hitting the dunes.
Dang, that guy's flying up there. This must be a spot where the wind was swirling to get all the sand here, because they were saying that these were all the beach sands of the ancient Lake Lahontan. So there must have been real big beaches with real fine sand, and it all just kind of pulled up right here.
Broke the noise barrier. Come on. Alright, next stop, Grimes Archaeological Site. I guess there's some petroglyphs right on this mountainside.
So we're walking up to the petroglyphs right now. A cool little history thing that a lot of people might not have known is that back in the day, there used to be massive lakes that covered a lot of our lands out here. So a majority of the northwestern part of our state was covered by a massive lake called Lake Lahontan. And the natives really utilized the land surrounding it until the icebergs that were feeding that lake completely dried up, and now leaves what's left today, just massive dry lake beds all over the place. So these natives right here, they could have been sitting here overlooking the massive Lake Lahontan.
What do we got here?
Oh, we're already on petroglyphs. Look at this.
You guys are all shadowed up.
You guys are all in the sunlight of it. That's the way.
Get your...
The crater-like depressions and elongated grooves seen on this boulder before you possibly date back 7,000 years or more.
Oh, you see a goat, you said? That's like a guy with his hand sticking straight up. So that's what they're saying this is.
So what a lot of the archaeologists say that they believe was happening in areas like this is, since I've mentioned many times already that Lake Lahontan was close, back in the Ice Age era, or soon after that, all of these lowlands around us would have been marshlands full of wildlife and stuff. So they would come to these big bouldery areas like this, and they do petroglyphs for good luck. They draw, asking whoever they worshipped at the time to bless their hunt, and they'd be sitting behind these boulders and stuff, maybe waiting for their game. Everybody that's a hunter is familiar with that. If you're sitting areas where maybe antelope or deer or bison at the time or whatever was walking around, you'd be sitting here waiting for them to walk by and ambush them.
This is a good ambush spot if that was all lake bed. This is a raised area that comes out to a point. Yep. All these rocks you can hide behind. It's perfect. Did you see the petroglyph?
Yeah, pretty cool.
You had enough?
Yeah, seen a lot today. Seen about 100.
100. Fell in elevation 3960. Well, they got 3 signs. They got a lot to do here. Nice little town, small town vibes, nice and clean. So we were gonna stay at a Motel 6 because we were traveling late, and the door looks like somebody broke into this. There's broken glass all over the parking lot. They weren't even nice enough to give us a full roll of toilet paper. The heater wasn't working. I hate to do this to this place. I know they're probably hardworking people, but we tried to cancel. They said, heck no. And last but not least, all the broken glass in the parking lot where everybody's been getting robbed. So no thanks. Let's get out of here.
This is what a hotel room should look like. We decided to come to a Best Western. But don't get me wrong, we got nothing wrong with Motel 6s. I stayed at them, we've stayed at a lot of them. It's just keep it clean. Broken glass all in the driveways from people smashing windows, it's a no-go.
But it's all good. I will continue the mission tomorrow.
Yep. So I've been hearing these rumors all over the place about giants that got burned alive in a cave in northern Nevada. I've been wanting to come here for a lot of years. This is supposedly one of the areas that the Native Americans waged war on these red-headed giants up to 7 feet tall and burned them alive in this very cave behind me. So we're gonna go ahead and explore it for ourselves, see if whether or not we think the story's true, figure out who these giants were, who hated them, what made them decide to live out here, and just do a lot of investigating for ourselves. This one should be super interesting. I've been wanting to come here for a lot of years. Finally made it around to it, and let's start looking. So we actually stopped at one of the local museums, met a subject matter expert, somebody who's been studying this and is really passionate about the whole story behind this mysterious cave.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I am the director of the Pershing County Museum, and this is our display for the Lovelock Cave. That's a grinding stone. Feel how heavy that sucker is.
Yeah, pick it up. She's holding it.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's not the normal size grinding stones that they find all over.
Yeah.
These are bigger grinding stones. This gentleman, Mr. Loud, he wrote to Berkeley and said that one of the locals had told him the story of the giants, and Berkeley's response was, oh, they must have found some skeletons and came up with a story. So that's the first time I have been able to find in writing where the archaeologists are denying the story of the giants.
Oh, okay.
Of the redheads, the Sitaka. The Paiutes had a long war with the redheads, and they couldn't beat them. Other tribes had problems, so they pulled together, had a 3-year war with them where they got their numbers down. The redheads were able to sneak off and run into the cave. So the Paiutes surrounded the cave, started gathering sagebrush. Well, they lit it on fire. Anybody that ran out, their best warrior shot and killed. And they continued to let it burn until they knew nobody could survive.
If the cave's right here, this is the best path up and down that they would have used. They would just walk right up on this trail and right in through here.
Oh, man.
There might still be artifacts in here.
This is amazing.
No joke. All right, so as we drive the loneliest road in America, we made a little detour. We stopped in Reno. We wanted to come see it, never been to the town. And we did that also so we could go hit up the Lovelock Caves. But now we're gonna go ahead and head out. We're gonna head to Lake Tahoe. And that's right around where the end of the road is. So Lake Tahoe should be a little exciting. I've never been there either. And they say it's super beautiful scenery. One of the most beautiful places on earth.
And we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it so far.
We're now at Lake Tahoe. It's beautiful out here. I mean, the water out here is just, it's almost like a gem green. This is the most beautiful place on planet Earth, or what?
This is beautiful. Most beautiful place I've ever been.
Yeah, definitely the best lake I've ever been to. You go from Lake Mead shriveled up to this, and it's refreshing.
All right, water temperature test.
It's not freezing cold like I thought. Maybe mid-50s.
Maybe a little colder. I think they said this lake sticks around like 40s to 30s all year.
What do you guys think?
It's pretty nice.
What do you think?
You could tell we're higher elevation. Air's thin, but it feels great. Yeah, it's really nice out there. I'm surprised at how much little fish there are.
All right, let's go get Juju on the shoreline so he can catch something.
Yep.
Entrance fee $15. Nevada registration vehicles $10. Cash or check only.
I got cash.
What's the name of the state park?
I'm the worst person to ask that.
Juju has a memory.
Sand Harbor.
Sand Harbor.
That's what I was about to say.
Is that what you said?
There's a sign right ahead right there.
Oh, come on.
You're shouting out the last stop of the Loneliest Road.
Oh, we were just there.
Yeah, we were just there.
Whoa. Beautiful. How you doing? Good, you? Pretty good. That looks like fun. Big old trout.
Oh, I see it.
Let it fall, let it fall. Oh man, he chased.
Yeah, he came in too quick.
He's doing loops and he comes back to that same little spot.
I have him on the camera.
You? Where is he?
He's going to the right.
He's turning around, I think. He's turning, he's coming towards your bait?
Yeah, he's coming.
He's going towards your bait?
He got it again. He's got it again, look. He's chewing it up. He chewed it. He's going back for it. He got it in his mouth.
Nice.
This thing don't have no damn bite, I told you.
Turn your drag, I'm gonna go grab him. Turn your drag, I'm gonna go grab him.
Yeah. Over here on the right side, Adrian. Oh, no, go ahead. You got him, Ju?
Yeah.
Where do you want him at?
Come on overhead right there so you can.
Yeah, grab him. I'm loosening slack.
Oh my god, this is the biggest wild trout I've ever seen.
Wow. Can you
Right,
climb up
keep
right
it.
here now?
Yeah.
Or here?
Show it.
Or climb down there, Jew. Hold this pole, Jew. All right, let me see if I can get down this way. Dang. These rocks are... Oh, tighten the Jew.
I see that.
He had another line in his mouth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I caught him twice last time I noticed. So we'll be able to help him if we decide not to take him. Yeah, all right, so
All right, slide, loosen a little bit, Jew.
we conquered Lake Tahoe. That's what I like to see.
That's a good rainbow trout right there.
That
folks.
thing is huge.
That'd be a good eater too.
You want to take them or no?
It's up to you.
Just to taste them from fresh.
We don't have nowhere to cook them. We'd have to buy a little cooker or something. You want to or no? I mean, he'd probably just die.
Just let them go because we don't have the cookers and stuff.
We're trying to save him, but his teeth are too sharp. If you stick your finger in there, he'll jack you up. He's trying, he's trying.
There goes your dinner, Jew.
Dang it, but he's in this little spot. You need to get him out in the main water.
He looks pretty dead to me.
He looks hella dead.
He was.
He's a goner.
Dang, Juju's hungry up there. Roman is too.
I guess we're eating some good trout.
We caught this big trout. He already had a hook down his throat, and he had about 20 feet worth of line hanging off of him. So when I caught him, it was a second hook down his throat. And when I tried to take both the hooks out and I try to release him, but it's not gonna happen. He looks like he's dead.
Yeah.
So we'll go find a part. We'll fry him up.
Heck yeah. Wrap him in aluminum foil.
All right, reel that line all the way in the room.
It is.
Pull the pole.
Nice.
That's why we buy these poles that break in half, so that when we do that, it almost kills us.
Is there any mercury?
I
No.
don't think so, no.
This is the cleanest lake on the planet. I'm gonna push him back to that area.
So this guy right here, I bet you could eat him raw if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna risk it.
I'll risk it.
I got him.
All right, he's gonna die, so I'm gonna put him out of his misery. We love fish. Not only how they taste, but we love fish as a...
Yeah, we wanted to let him go, but you know, with fishing, sooner or later you're gonna run into times where fish they won't swim away. So when that happens, they're dinner. You good,
Look at
Roman,
the
or what?
spot we're at. We're like...
We're rock climbing.
He was right there. But
Hey, you caught it from
Yeah,
up there.
go on the
I
right side.
literally, hey, show where you caught it. You caught it up there, and I literally spider monkey climbed down that cliff, just jumping down here real quick.
that's cool though. Tahoe fish. We did it, guys. Skinny little rock right here.
We're rock climbing out here. Got to get a boat next time. We got to bring the boat next time.
That's probably the most beautiful trout I've ever seen.
That thing's huge.
Look at that.
It looks bigger up close. Dang.
Yeah. Look at those teeth. Show them the
dang.
teeth. Look at the teeth in there.
Those aren't even like, those don't feel like fish. You usually feel like little.
So they curl in. They're real hard to see, but they curl in. All right, mission accomplished, Lake Tahoe. Now we're gonna head right back to the Highway 50, which is just right on the road over here. And we detoured a little bit to visit family in Reno and everything, and we're reconnecting with it at Tahoe. There was a state park right here. Figured we were like, what the heck, let's go try to catch some fish. A lot of big lake trout. We saw a lot of big trout, and Senior finally hooked one up with some power bait after like 3 or 4 missed strikes. So now we're gonna head back to the truck, get back on the 50 and continue. This right here is the 50 again. We're rejoining with the 50.
50 cal.
Yep. Highway 50, we just turned right back on it. Dang, the screen's dirty.
We're gonna clean this windshield one of these days, trust me. So once we get to the end of the 50, we're pretty much gonna call this video, and we're gonna end it with something special that you guys really love, called the catch and cook. We just caught it. We're gonna close it out with a nice, beautiful trout for dinner. Adrian's gonna cook it a certain way. I don't know how he's gonna do it yet. Stay tuned. Let's get it. So we stopped at a little park. We got the fire going. The fish is not gonna go to waste.
No, it's not. We're gonna fillet it really quick, then I'm gonna run it down to the water and clean them off.
So Adrian's getting the fish ready, cutting it up and washing it. I'm gonna get the vegetables ready.
Water's cold. Look at this though. The color of that meat.
Wanna lay them on, baby?
Get some water in my hands.
Yeah.
Very soon. So you guys can see how beautifully pink or like red this fish's meat is. When you find them like this, you won't ever get a better eating trout than a nice wild one that's got red meat, almost like a salmon. Yeah, we should have seasoned it before you're throwing stuff on it.
Wanna start over?
On top of it.
Yeah, you can season on top.
Yeah, we're good. Last but not least, what are these? Crushed red peppers.
Red peppers, never mind.
Chitapinas.
We made that mistake before with the chicken.
All right, so now we continue to lay on all of our goodies right here. Put a couple more onions. I like the onions. Yeah, they taste real good. So just to do even more, we're gonna square a little bit of lemon on it. The last step is our butter. Cube it like this to a bunch of little cubes. Place them on top of everything. After you're done, you kind of make a bowl out of it. Make sure nothing's gonna spill out of the bottom, because your butter's gonna kind of boil in there. You don't want it to go out. As we lift the whole thing, and just cover it real good. So that's what your final product looks like. Just like that. Boom. So if this fire's hot enough, in about 10 minutes we're gonna pull it off, and that fish is gonna be flaky and delicious.
You guys ready to grub?
Yeah. Waiting for the fish. All right, the fish is done. It's been about 15 minutes. Roman said he could pick it up.
Roman always the guinea pig.
You got him for something. All right, now we're gonna let it cool, and then it should be done here in a minute. Here's the final reveal. Looked like it was done. It's done all right. Look at that. Oh my.
Does it look good?
You guys do the honors. Dig into some meat. Watch out for bones. That bite shouldn't have any bones, but. Tell me what you think.
I love fish. That is good. Man,
What do you think, Roman?
that's good.
Tastes fresh.
You don't get much better than that. Let me get some more. That is amazing. It's truly amazing. That thing was swimming around an hour ago at most, and now he's right here, cooked up, ready to eat. This thing's delicious, and one of the best parts too is Juju don't like them, but the tomatoes and onions. You could definitely tell when a fish is fresh. It just tastes more. I don't know. It just is like, yeah. Get that a fork
They
real quick
couldn't wait any
so he
longer.
can try it.
You never take the first bite out of a man's fish.
It was already hot. We didn't want it to get
right
cold.
there,
Right
how
there.
does it taste?
Try that. Let me get out the light.
It's beautiful. Wow, pretty good, really good.
What would you rate it, Roman?
I'll give it a high rating.
High rating? He gives everything a high rating. Juju?
9.5.
9.5?
9.5, but 10 out of 10 on the freshness.
Gotta do it for the gram.
For the grand.
This one.
Haven't had fresh trout like this in a while.
So, success, guys.
10 out of 10 success.
Success.
10 out of 10 success.
We survived the loneliest road in America. Everyone likes to travel their loneliest road starting here to Ely. I personally would start over there on that side to here and treat this like your final destination, because it's beautiful out here. You know, you can go to Baker that way, but it gets more boring that way. As you come this way, you at least, you know, you start real boring, you start to get into paradise right here. So beautiful times, amazing place. That right behind me is Highway 50, just right behind me right there. This is where we're gonna end the video, and our destination was here, because right over there is California. Now the loneliest stretch is from Baker pretty much to here, so each coast of Nevada. So right there's California. Mission accomplished. We survived Highway 50. What'd you guys think of it? Is it worth the travel?
Yeah, I would say one thing that surprised me is how we were able to make such a good trip out of the loneliest road, and now I'm ended here eating some gourmet fish. 10 out of 10 fish. It was a great trip. Great.
Yeah, I like it. I would recommend it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was fun.
I had a horrible time. Had an amazing time. Appreciate all the orders for merch. Right here we have our merch associate with us. So we put on the website that we wouldn't be able to ship stuff for 4 or 5 days, and a lot of you guys said that's no problem, send it when you can. So we really appreciate that. When we get home, we'll send out all those orders. Those of you who haven't ordered and just want to support our little trips like this, We got merch, we got other things for sale, golden dirt bags and stuff like that, which is one of my other companies. And appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching to the end. Pass it back to Junior.
Great time. If you got some family and friends that want to get a little, I don't know what the word for it. You feel a little froggy and you want to try something new, drive the loneliest road in America. You won't regret it. It's cool because they got a lot of different stops and signs that say like historical spots and stuff you can stop at. Great time overall. But I really do appreciate you guys for watching this video. Awesome vacation here with friends, family, you know, the whole 9 yards, out here fishing, having great meals and laughs. Definitely recommend this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.